Hello and welcome back to the Autocraft server with me, Tomby92. Join me in our incredible multi-item sorter storage system that we built last episode. And while today we're carrying on with the redstone theme. Over at our industrial area, I have been making an absolute ton of trades with all these guys in preparation for what will be our first mega base build. Just as a little teaser here, we have tons of quartz pillar and cyan glass panes. You know, have a think about that. What can we build from all of that? But truth be told, I'm at an impasse with concrete. I need 4 shulkers of concrete for this build, and well, I don't really want to stand in a river and mine it all out, so I'm thinking we'd probably need a concrete maker. Something else that I want to try and do this episode is move away from this small starter iron farm. I want bigger and I want better, because, well, not necessarily for the build that we have planned, but certainly for our city that we're going to build. We're going to need a lot of iron, and this just doesn't really cut it. And also we have our iron shop, and in future we're probably going to want to build a bigger iron shop. Now, speaking of our iron shop, let's go check on it in Startertown and see how it's getting on. This has been on the go, and wow, okay, I think someone's overpaid. I'm pretty sure someone has overpaid for us, but that is a lot of diamonds, and well, yeah, that gives us more incentive to go and build an iron farm and get a bigger and better iron farm.
Hey Tom.
Oh, hey Grink.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
Okay, well, it's not really a question. Well, I'm gonna throw something at you, and I want you to throw me however many diamonds you think it's worth.
Hold up. Okay.
What?
Okay, let's go.
Alright. So, there's that.
Ooh. There.
Okay. Thank you. I will write this down, and to be noted. And then soon, probably within the next day, there'll be a new shop in the shopping district.
Oh, you really are after all of my diamonds, aren't you?
No.
I'm a man who loves a shulker. Expect every diamond that is in my hand to be in your shop soon.
Sounds good.
Now, having spent all of my diamonds with Crink, I should probably see if I've got any profits in my store. But first, let's just highlight this absolutely gorgeous path design that Calvin has been putting together. He's got such a way with blocks that just come together so naturally and just so beautifully. I think this is going to look absolutely beautiful on a bigger scale when the shopping district continues to grow. But as we head over to our shop, I actually probably want to revisit this, because on my interior I don't think it's quite clear enough where things are being sold. So over this side here we've got emerald. Oh, perfect. Yes, we have some diamonds from here. So on this side we've got our emeralds being sold. I'll check the others off camera. And over this side we've got totems, but I don't think it's really quite clear where they are. So I'm assuming people are thinking this is just selling emeralds, but that isn't the case. So shall we head back over to the industrial area and see if we can make some progress on one of our ideas this episode. So do you remember last episode we spoke about Project Creep? Yeah, it's kind of happened again. I really don't know why I keep punishing myself, but as you can see around here, I've flattened everything out. And well, also in the time between my last 2 clips, I did a stream over on Twitch. Remember to check the description in for all of my links to all the socials and the Autocraft Discord. But we kind of got sidetracked in that stream, and it was just meant to be a resource gathering session. But instead, we've ended up coming up with this idea of sorting all of the items that my villagers will trade me for. So, you know, we've got our golden carrots and our bricks and quartz and all the terracotta variants, and then some of the stuff that the wizardy people give us. I can't even remember the name of the librarians, but the glowstone and the redstone and the lapis, that all goes in there. So we just have a little dropper system in here. We input our stuff into here, and it'll follow through the water streams around and get all sorted. Now, something else that's happened is, well, I had an interaction with Jinx, who dropped by and asked for redstone, and in doing so, Jinx has left us with 3 vouchers for 3 items at what will be her redstone store. Now, I'm gonna definitely capitalize on that. I ended up giving about 3 shulkers worth of redstone, and we've also had a few other people drop by and buy some of my stock of iron. Now, in all honesty, I need this for hoppers and stuff, so it's about time we actually went and got this iron farm up and running, and I think we will just go, the click of the fingers, we have our iron farm, and this thing is churning it out, as you can kind of see from me here on the AFK platform above the slime farm. Well, yeah, it's absolutely churning it out. There we go, spawning, and you can just see them falling, and then down at the bottom there, they're just burning up. And well, I haven't really done a proper full-on AFK session here yet. There are a few leftover golems from some of the lack of spawn proofing at the time when we were putting each level together. But basically this farm works. You can see this guy here, somehow he's tracking on me. But in each pod there's a tiny little redstone clock underneath, and which lifts a zombie up and down, and that gives it enough time that the villagers can attempt to sleep, and that is important in the iron farm mechanics. And basically we have this little sorting system at the bottom here, which is taking all of the items from up here, putting it into a little storage filter, where we're checking to see if we've got a backlog there. We're checking to see if one side is iron and the other is poppies, and the poppies will get composted, and then on the left side of all this storage we are starting to get bone meal, and then basically the rest of this is for iron. And I've already done 1 sweep of it whilst we've been building the farm, and I have this amount of iron blocks, which is absolutely incredible. We still have a few more as well, but I think what I need to do is actually have a cleanup session. We need to get rid of all this netherrack. These are my little trap pods that I was doing for zombies in the night, so I was guiding them through here. I could crouch out of the trap doors, but the zombies were getting stuck in there, so they could be named, and if I could throw a helmet on them, then I could get them up in the day. But there's a lot of zombie moving, a lot of villager moving. You can see lots of rails. I did try some testing to see if it was possible to keep the zombies in a minecart, but it doesn't look like they got high enough. So they're all named Iron Spawner Guy. Yeah, but when they're in the minecart, they wouldn't get high enough that the villagers got affected. So they had to be, in there standing, which was a bit of a pain. But we have all 5 layers, and I think once I clear up this netherrack, we'll get them all spawning correctly. But just a little detail on top here, we've got an iron golem face, and it's given me a great idea for my industrial area here. If we get it mapped up, we could put little icons like this over each of our farms, so on the maps it will look like where all of our farms are. So let's tidy it all up. Oh, nice sky view. There we go, we'll find our buttons eventually. Nice sky view. Let's clear up this netherrack, and I'm going to have maybe an hour AFK session. We'll see what we have. We'll take the iron out, and we'll see just what the rates are for this farm. So just over an hour of AFK in. Let's see, whilst these golems are being burnt, let's just see how many chests we have. I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to start at chest number 3. Wow. Okay, this is churning it out. That is incredible. And well, we really are going to make the use of every single one of that. We're going to sell it. We're going to get a bigger shop up in the shopping district, because we have our little van at Startertown selling the business. But really now I need that concrete farm. But first, why don't we set off on a little adventure, having a little exploration of some of the 1.20 features. So first things first, I do know that I need a brush, but truth be told, I don't know how to make it. So feather, copper, and a stick. Do we have? Okay, let's go to our storage and make a brush up. Brush in hand, I think, not too far from our industrial area. I think I've managed to find a ruin, maybe. Do they look? I don't really know what I'm trying to brush at here. This could just be normal gravel for all I know. I'm just going to be here brushing everything. I assume there's some kind of like noticeable change in the block. I'm brushing andesite now, that's how we've got going here. None of this is suspicious. I assume it looks slightly different. I really don't know. Oh, that sounded like something, didn't it? Something sounded like it broke then. It's still going. Okay. Here we go. We've found something. This gravel definitely looks different. So let's have a brush. But look how far we've travelled. We've come through, all the way through here, all the way round. How on earth was I meant to know that? Oh well. Right, let's have a brush. What you got for me? The suspense for what? Huh? Did that break because it was floating? Well, we're getting an armor trim here, aren't we? Yes. What do we get? A host armor trim. I don't know if that's good. What do we get here? Looking blue. It was blue dye. Brilliant. Got something else here. Got a pottery sherd, I think. Yeah, heartbreak pottery sherd. So although they're cool, like I don't think I'm going to have much use for them in this world. We got a wooden hoe. Wow, that's a bit mean, isn't it? Giving me a wooden hoe. After all the work I've done to get here, I get a wooden hoe. Something gold. What did we get? Gold nugget. Wow. Okay. Are these all suspicious? No. You're suspicious though, aren't you? What we got? We got another pottery sherd. No, we got a brown candle. Okay. Very random assortment of things. It looks like we've got an emerald coming out of this one. Okay. Then I think we're done. Okay, well that felt like a strange first experience with the trail ruins. What did we get? We got a load of assortment of terracottas, a candle, an emerald, a nugget, a hoe, a sherd, a dye, and an armor trim. Okay, well, truth be told, what we really want to get is some sniffer eggs, and from my Googling, I know I need to head to a warm ocean ruin, not one of these jungle ones or not one of the tiger biomes. We need to head to a warm ocean ruin. So we are at our first ocean ruin, our warm ocean ruin. I can tell that because of this granite here. So this looks like suspicious. I don't know whether there's a chest or whether the sniffer egg comes out of the sand. So we're just going to have to see what happens, aren't we? So let's hope there's no drowned around. Is that another wooden hoe? Oh, they really know how to spoil you, don't they, with these things? Is that another wooden hoe? Wow. Okay, let's have a little dig. Oh, I just broke. But I got a chest, but I did just break one, didn't I? Nothing. Really? Stick the wooden hose in there, we don't need those. Warm ocean ruin number 2 is just there. Let's see if there is any sign of any suspicious sand. Not that I can see, but we do have a chest, so let's go and crack that open, and nothing. Okay. We've just found another one. We literally just took off and I stopped recording, but we have another one just here. And again, doesn't particularly look like the suspicious sand. We've got a buried treasure map. Honestly, I'm terrible at those. Oh, we've got a few ruins by looks around here, so we're gonna have to be careful because there are lots of drowned and a Ujima flip back there. So let's keep an eye out. That's suspicious. What you got for me? Gold nugget. Wow. This game really does know how to treat you. Is that another wooden hoe? Seriously, that's 4 wooden hoes I think I've got so far. Okay, we're on the search for more suspicious sand. And we've got another chest over here. Let's pop that off. Anything? No, more treasure maps. Again, they're really not for me. We have another suspicious sand. So I'm getting better now, I can recognise them. We've got a sherd. What we got this time? A shelter. It means absolutely nothing to me right now. Just coal and wheat. Really, we're struggling here, aren't we? Is there any more signs of suspicious sand yet? Here's one. They're very subtle in appearance, but it's quite cool. Not another wooden hoe. An iron axe, wow. So lucky. So lucky. Oh, I'm drowning. Let's get some air. That would be embarrassing. Got a couple of suspicious sands. Another pottery sherd. I don't know if there's any like randomness to what you get in these. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what we've been after. Yes, a sniffer egg. A sniffer egg. And you may notice I didn't get the achievement, the advancement for that, and that is because on stream day we used the sniffer egg as our stream torch that we passed along. So I have handled a sniffer egg technically, although we don't actually own one. So that's all well and good. I've got one. I could do with a second so we can do some breeding, right? We've just missed a little bit. I've realised I've not got this bit. Hold up. Wow, okay. Okay. There we go. Number 2. Perfect. 2 sniffer eggs and another iron axe. Just because that is exactly what we want on this adventure, right? What's in the chest? Just more buried treasure. I don't feel like that's worth it for me at this stage of the game. So, 2 sniffer eggs. That is exactly what we were after on our adventures, so we can head home. Now, whilst you've been seeing me busy on my adventures in the trail ruins and the ocean ruins, I have put myself together this concrete maker. It's taken a little time, and truth be told, I'm not sure we're going to stick with it, because whilst it does the job, it's not great for shorter amounts of concrete that you need. So I need loads of black concrete. I said that to you guys towards the start of the episode, and if I just move up here, basically we don't get everything as soon as we put stuff in. You know, it takes quite a while of a backlog to come through before it lands. The TNT will land on here and get blown up. So we're gonna use it for the time being, but I'd also appreciate if anyone has any concrete maker recommendations. Drop them in the comment, let me know, because we may end up getting rid of this and building it up again. But basically, guys, I'm going to be here for the next, I don't know, however long, getting all my black concrete together for next episode, because we're finally going to get building. Oh, it's a bit of a close up there. That's better. No helmet, look a bit more handsome. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, do remember to like it, subscribe to the channel. We've done lots this episode: massive iron farm, concrete farm, sniffer eggs, and I look forward to seeing you next time.